Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm just going to be having a quick look. It's kind of like a pre-review of the Unicorn Forge. When I say pre-review is because you got to spend a bit of time with these to really see how they perform over the time. And so at some point I'll probably do an update, but what I am actually planning to do maybe next year is to do like a comprehensive test of all the molded flights. I've kind of been waiting for all the brands to finally settle down and bring out all their own all-in-one molded flights, which I knew there would be. And obviously, as you can see, Unicorn have brought out their all-in-one, the Forge. Now at the moment these are only available in, was it blue, red, white, black and clear, no green. They'll have to rectify that problem soon because we all know green's the best. But they're also only in medium and they're only available in the plus standard shape. And plus standard is kind of this shape that Unicorn use a lot. Slightly different than some of the other standards, but anyway, that's that. So what I'll do is I'll show you a close-up of the flights and we'll just have a little bit of a test of them, but I'm going to put them in some darts and play with them for a while. I'm not going to do that on the video, but if I get that done before this video goes out, then I'll put the results of that at the end. If not, I'll do a further update within a couple of weeks or so to see how they're getting on. But I'm sure there's going to be more lengths and more colours and more shapes in time to come, but for now it's just the medium length and the plus standard shape and the colours that I mentioned, and these retail for £6.75. so let's check them out. So as you can see, it comes in this cardboard packaging and got a little bit of info on the side. So the shaft length on the small 20mm, medium 26 and the long 31mm, and it's the plus shape. So we all call it like standard shapes, but all the manufacturers seem to have a slight different style. And I think what have I got here? See, that's like what we would normally call like a standard style shape. So they're all a little bit different anyway. Don't even know why they came out with the name standard, because they never are a standard. So there you go. So it's got your usual 90-degree angle. Actually, it tells you on the back there all the info, so if you want to pause the video, I'll let you read that. But they all pretty much say the same thing for all these molded systems now. I don't see any like reinforced edges like you do sometimes see on others, but it's got a slightly curved feel to the edges there. And there's a little Unicorn logo. I didn't notice that before. I can see it now shining with the light on it. I think it's only on that one wing, but it's got quite a prominent top there, so almost like you've got an inbuilt flight protector. So fairly strong, that little section there, but there is quite a bit of flex to them. It almost feels like not quite as stiff as a Condor axe and not as soft and flexy as the Condor Stress, but kind of somewhere in between that. But the stem part actually doesn't flex as much as I thought it would. It actually feels quite stiff there. So it may depend again on the length of the stem, because I think probably the longer ones will be a bit more flexy. But it's got these kind of like channeled grooves cut in on each side. And I think again that was something that was started with the Condor flights, but it's nothing new. It's been done in stems and that many times over the years, but it all seems to be quite similar, these all-in-one molded systems. And they've also got the little gap there, which I think is one thing that Condor Axe introduced after the first batch didn't seem to work so well. Then they put the little gap in and it seemed to stop them breaking a little bit. So obviously it depends how they work, and it doesn't matter how strong the flights are or how well they wear or how cheap they are and all that. The thing that matters in the end is what works for you. So with all them other factors, it's something to consider, of course, but if you go for the best of everything and it still doesn't do you any good for your particular darts and your throw, then it's no good, is it? Basically. So what I'll do is I'll just weigh them and that, but I haven't really got a great deal to compare with. I've only got this set, so just see what it's like when it's on a set of barrels. So it is not as flexy as I thought it would be, but again, whether that's a good or a bad thing, it will probably depend on the individual. So I'll have to see how they perform over the weeks, but that's what they look like on a set of darts. So I'm just going to weigh them, and I'll just do a quick comparison of the weight with a set of normal nylon stems and flights, see which one is the closest in the length. Right. So that's the medium, that's the in between. So I would say that these medium forge flights are closer to an in-between normal stem and flight. So I'll use that as the comparison for the weight. So the forge flight is 1.6 grams and the in-between nylon and 100 micron flight is 1.84. So these are definitely lighter, and at one point, maybe next year, I'll try and get all the moulded flights together and do a comparison test of them all properly. But like I said at the beginning, I've just been waiting for all the brands to sort themselves out with the moulded flights and for them all to get everything in place, and obviously all the right kind of lengths and flight shapes, so you can do like a proper comparison test. But that's something for next year, because it'll probably take a long while. But for now, I'll just have a few throws and see how they are. Alright, just for the sake of the video, I'll have a few throws, but not going to really learn a great deal just from a short test like this. It's obviously going to be a long-term test. I've put them on my Rocky darts, but like I say, next year I'll try and do a comprehensive test. I was going to do a stomp test on these, but this is the only set I've got, so I don't think I'll do that. Well, like I say, it's hard to tell from just a first throw whether they're any good or bad. It's only when you've been playing with them for a while and then you get to realise maybe do they cause deflections or less deflections and things like that, and how well they wear. I haven't even thrown any darts today. These are my first ones. Oh, I think the Unicorn Plus shape flight, it's just got a slightly different feel through the air for me to what like a big normal standard is. It seems to be almost like it's in between sort of thing. Oh. I managed one treble. Let's say this is almost like a warm-up, this. There's another one. And I think also it's not just the flights as well, it's how it works with your darts and your throw. It's all like a combination of everything, and that's why sometimes people go through all kinds of setups until they find something that they're happy with. But and a few troubles there, and I'm not even warmed up properly, so it's promising. There's another one. Is it? Oh no, it's not. It's just under. Bugger. Didn't leave my fingers right, that one. But some of them are actually flying rather nice. So whether it's the flights, the stems, whatever, it's difficult to say, like I said, when you just do a quick test. But it's also the durability. But like I said, you could get the most durable stems and flights and maybe the best value all in the same product, but if it doesn't work for you, then it's no good. But it's good that we have all this variety, so we're able to check out these things and play around and have a test. But at the same time, it's also confusing because there's so much on the market. And then you start to think, is it all just in my head? Were the other ones better, or were they better? And sometimes you just confuse yourself even more. So I don't know if it is a good thing in the end. Eye power, I can feel it all right. Well, these are working alright. I think I'll leave the video there. Not a bad 180 that. And I haven't hit one for ages. Is that the power of these stems and flights? I really don't know. I'll have to take a picture of that, so I'm leaving that there. But there you go. That's my first darts of the day, what you've seen on the video there. Didn't do warm up or anything. And got the 180. Is it my darts that done it? The Rocky darts. We all know that Rocky's got special powers, don't we? Because he's always hitting 9 darters. But anyway, like I said, it'll take some time to test it. But if you've already played with these all-in-one flights and you've had them for a while, make a comment in the comments section just to let people know how you're getting on with them, because it always helps to hear what other people have got to say. And like I say, it takes time, and we're all different, and we all like different setups for different reasons. But anyway, I'm happy you've got a 180. Haven't had one for ages. So that's the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.